Now that the instruments have been packaged and ready to be sterilized, we will move from the contaminated side of the sterilization area into the sterilized side, which is marked by the red line. We will remove our utility gloves and either wash our hands if our hands are visibly soiled or use an alcohol-based hand rub before moving into the sterilized area. In this area, you will find two different types of steam sterilization units. One is the Statim, and the other is the autoclave. First, let's talk about the Statim. The Statim is a flash steam sterilizing unit. First, make sure the unit's plugged in, and there's a switch, an on-off switch in the back left-hand corner of the unit. When the unit is on, the green light will indicate that it is on. And on the screen, we'll ask you to select a cycle. On this unit, there are several different cycles to choose from. On the top, you will see that there is an unwrapped cycle, a wrapped cycle, a cycle for rubber and plastic, a dry cycle only, an on button to start the machine, and an off button. On the top, there is a lid that easily lifts off, and inside is a filter, and this is where the water tank is located. In this system, you need to use only a distilled water. You need to check this daily to make sure that the water level is at least 3/4 full. There's a cassette where we will need to place the instruments, and on the cassette there is a slot and a lever. These need to be placed together to close the cassette completely. On the back of the cassette, there are two holes that will connect with the tubing on the inside. When the cassette is properly placed inside, it will click when it connects with the tubing. At this time, you can select a cycle and push the start button. After the cycle is complete, it will beep and it will tell you that the cycle is complete here in the screen. Then you can either wash your hands at that time if needed or use an alcohol-based hand rub, and you can remove the cassette. To open the cassette, you need to place your thumbs on the inside and push down while lifting up on the outside. And you can lift the cassette, removing the lever from the slotted area behind. Be careful when you're opening the cassette because steam will expel from the sides and your hands are not gloved at this time. The general maintenance of the Statim is you need to make sure you check the water level every day and it should be at least 3/4 full. Remember to use only distilled water in the Statim. There is a level indicator on top of the unit and it should not be level. It should not be level. This will help for proper dissipation of steam during the sterilization process. Underneath in the cabinet below is a holding tank. This should always be located below the unit. Inside the holding tank, you will find a copper tubing. The copper tubing is for proper dissipation of the steam to water. You will see a maximum and minimum level of water. There should always be a minimum level, and it's fine to use tap water. Never let the water go over the maximum line. It will need to be checked and also emptied at times. You can clean this tank with a diluted disinfecting solution periodically.